Happy Wednesday. Welcome into another Big Men Okay Base NBA preview video. Today we're taking a look at the Wednesday NBA card. It is November 6, 2019. We're back into the day, another dollar off a night that I don't think we were in love, either of us, with this card, but a lot better card tonight. Ski Profit Night. Ski, great call last night. Thunder get the job done. Listen, we continue to do really well with these consensus plays, Ski.
Yeah, we could have went either way though. You like Denver. I could understand Denver. They
Yeah.
smashed there. So yeah, we're doing really well. Yesterday, I had two in one day, almost a 3-0 day, but that last 3-pointer against the Lakers, 15 seconds left.
Yeah, that was a rough one. I totally forgot I forgot that you had that. Yeah, that's rough. Now listen, that's a tough beat, man. I'm so that you just got to take those, and you know, sometimes it'll go on your end and you'll get one of those. That's just kind of
Right.
how it goes. But that's a tough one, man, for sure. But great day nonetheless. You went 2-1. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have pulled the trigger on Denver. I kind of knew that was a great spot for them, and it ended up being one. But all right, Ski, let's get into it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy the show. We are here every day, 6:30 Eastern, Monday through Friday. I will be here only on Monday. All right, Ski, let's get into it here. What do you think? All right, Knicks and Detroit. This one goes in about a half an hour. Knicks getting 3.5 here. Total is, where are we at here on a total? 205.5, 206. Ski, I took the Knicks. I'm interested in them as a dog in this game. It's just that simple. No Derrick Rose tonight. No Tim Frazier. And Ski, without Reggie Jackson, this Pistons team has been putrid without him. You look at their net rating, it's just been horrific. I think Blake Griffin, him not also there, kills this team. They're just a bad team without those guys. And I think without Andre Drummond, this team could be the worst team in the league if they didn't have him. I think tonight he'll be a factor. I don't think he's a huge factor just because, Ski, I really like these bigs for the Knicks. I like Mitchell Robinson a lot. Morris has played well for them. Ski, do you know who the top offensive rebounding team in the league is? Do you know who it is?
Offensive. It could be the Knicks. They're good in rebounds.
Knicks are the best rebounding team in the league as far as offensive rebounds. They're actually sixth in overall rebounding. This has been a great rebounding team. And I think tonight they really bother Drummond. I like Barrett. He's starting to look good playing the guard position. I think Ntilikina being there helps also. I like this team. I'm willing to grab them as an underdog here. I've done it before. I'm going to do it again. You look at on the road this year, they've also played pretty well. 3-1 against the number. I think Detroit sucks. I will not have any interest in them as a favorite. Give me the Knicks.
Yeah, I think Detroit does suck. They're a little better at home. But I understand where you're going here with the Knicks. Like when I look at who they have available, Detroit desperately needs like a playmaker in the lineup, and I don't really see one. I mean, you have Bruce Brown trying to play point guard now because they're missing all their point guard.
Jesus Christ. It's terrible, isn't it? It is
So
really ugly. I mean, Bruce Brown is not a point guard. Like,
right.
he isn't. Like, it just doesn't work. Ski, honestly, how many times have we seen this year in the NBA where this just doesn't work? You've got to have
Exactly,
guards
man.
in this league, and they don't have it.
And this time at least I can't really say his last name, but Frank for New York, they'll have him at least. They won't have Peyton or Dennis Smith, but they'll have one.
No, that's
And
the
I'm look
thing. He actually, the other night against the Celtics, played pretty well.
He's a good defender too. And last 5 game stats, that's kind of what I lean towards. Knicks win defensive rating and rebound percentage. So against a depleted Detroit team, I understand your play. I don't really feel too strong either way. So kind of a pass for me.
Yeah, I mean, if we can be real honest with ourselves, I mean, they should have beat the Celtics. That was a game they were winning most of it. They just, they kind of, that's what the Knicks kind of do. They kind of just collapse sometimes with the lead. But and you look at the other night against the Kings, that was just a game I think they got beat up in. Didn't really get much from anyone outside of Barrett and Morris. You'd have to hope that Randall's a bigger factor, Portis is a bigger factor tonight. I'm really happy with this pick. I like it a lot. This jumped out at me the first time I looked at the card. So I think Detroit is Detroit's going to struggle defensive or offensively without Derrick Rose and those guys. So, you agree with that, right?
I do because I mean, no playmakers, and it's not like Drummond's just gonna abuse New York's bigs. I don't see it that way. So
Yeah.
I kind of see Detroit maybe having a little bit of a tough time.
Yeah, I was surprised to see, getting 3+ points. I was a little surprised with that. And as you said, I mean, who's the playmaker for this Pistons team? You look at that the other night against the Wizards. I mean, we know, Ski, that this Wizards team is not a good defensive group. You only managed 99 points in that game. Just ugly. So I'm gonna go with the Knicks tonight. They're my play tonight. Let's keep it moving, Ski. Pacers hosting the Wizards. Pacers lane 3 total is 226. High number here. Wizards have lost 3 of 4, Ski. Pacers have won 3 of 4. Last night, though, tough ending for them. I had the lead for most of it. Really just got destroyed defensively. But I think there's something to talk about in this game, Ski. I don't know how this is actually possible in an NBA game. Did you see this, Ski?
I didn't actually watch this game. I think I was watching the Lakers.
Well, let me say something to you here. Okay, I don't understand if the NBA is listening to this show. Turn up the fucking volume because this is disgraceful. Last night, the Charlotte Hornets shot 42 free throws. Ski Profit. The Pacers shot 7.
Wow.
That's disgraceful.
And Hornets were at home, right?
Yes,
Oh
that's
wow.
disgraceful, man.
But we know who they wanted to win.
And they didn't have Sabonis,
Right.
and
They
they
didn't
didn't
have
have
Turner
Turner.
either.
Sabonis back tonight. I think this Wizards team, I think we all know they're not good. I actually don't hate laying 3 here. I just will make the point. I don't love Indiana just without, I need Oladipo. Brogdon, there's too much pressure on the kid. Sabonis back will be big. That'll be helpful. But for me, I lean with them here in the Pacers.
I would have to agree. And I don't think I necessarily need Oladipo. I just needed Sabonis or Turner. And at least you get one of them here. You get Sabonis. You can hear me? Yeah, yeah, my bad, my bad. You get Sabonis, and then I mean, I generally want to play the Pacers at home. I don't want to play them on the road. That's why I stayed away from the Pacers in the last game. And just looking down the board, defensive rating, rebound percentage, um, they definitely win in those. Wizards don't play any defense at all. Wizards offense has been looking good. I think it's a spot for the Pacers. I agree with you, big man. They got to start winning some games. Wizards, they've been covering. They're 5-1 against the spread. I think that starts to regress, and I think the Pacers start to get better. So they've won 3 in a row, or no, they're 3-1 out of their last 4 games. I think they get back on the winning side today.
Yeah, this is kind of one for me where I'm not playing it, but I definitely I think this is a good spot for the Pacers at home. I think they yeah my mic was muted for a reason. I got a call I had to take here, but yeah not a real great opinion. If I had to play it, I'd go Pacers. I'm giving you my opinion because we go over every game, so that's my thought there, and I think you kind of agree there that this is not a game we're really either on. Toronto, we don't. It seems like Toronto never plays games. Doesn't it seem like that? I feel like they play like once a week. Do they play
Yeah, I
once a
kind of
week?
feel like that too.
Yeah, I feel like I never see them in the odds board. Have they played more than 1 or 2 games this year? It's
It's just
weird.
because last year they're on all day because they have Kawhi. Now
Good
they don't really
point.
get the
Now
televised
nobody
games.
cares about them. Toronto laying 8 total, 218.5. Listen, Ski, I think we got some value here on an over, 218.5. Kings are starting to play a little quicker. Kings are starting to figure it out a little bit, starting to score some points. They've won 2 in a row. Both these teams have been good in the fast break, particularly Toronto. They've been going quick. They've been getting into their offense quickly. I also will say, Ski, I've not been totally like I know Toronto's defensive numbers are good, but they've played New Orleans, Boston, Chicago, Orlando, Detroit, and Milwaukee. Outside of Milwaukee, I mean New Orleans pretty solid offensively, but I mean you played 3
Celtics.
or yeah, I don't think they're great offensively. I mean, what I'm trying to say is in 4 of their games out of their 7 games, they really haven't played many great offenses. I think this could be a test tonight. Seems like the Kings are figuring it out a little bit. Sacramento's getting the pace up quicker. Toronto's been fast, 11th in the league in possessions. The three-point shooting's been terrific. I think this is like a 119, 110 type of game.
Um, yeah, I don't really have a strong opinion on the total, big man. I know Toronto's gonna play some defense. That's one thing I do know, and I'm not really sold on Sacramento off of just the two wins there. Um, they did beat the Jazz, but the Knicks, I mean, that doesn't really mean anything to me. Looking at the last 5 game stats, down the board, offensive rating, rebound percentage, defensive rating, Toronto wins everything. Points in the paint, points in the paint against, 3-point percentage. They guard the perimeter well. I mean, they do everything better than Sacramento. Every game at home, they're 3-0 straight up and against the spread. They played this team last year. They won by like average of 12 points both meetings. I think Toronto just continues to take care of business here, and I think Sacramento goes back to getting blown out.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't disagree with you. I don't. I'm not saying that I don't think Toronto wins by double digits, but I'm willing to think the Kings can contribute something here on the scoreboard. And to be real honest with you, I actually don't. I don't think they need to contribute a lot. I think Toronto will probably push 115, 120.
Well, Toronto's been playing faster than Sacramento.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I feel like they're like I think Toronto will be around 115, 120. I think if you can get 100, 105 out of the Kings, I think this game will go over, honestly.
Yeah, I can see that. I wouldn't have a strong argument against it for sure.
All right. This next one is fascinating, I guess. Houston laying 15 and a half, 16 starting to pop up as well. Total is 229. Is James Harden a go in this game?
I have him in.
Is
Let me
Russell
just double
Westbrook a
check.
go in this game?
Yeah,
Okay, because I saw doubtful for Westbrook, so I'm just trying to understand.
let me make sure. I don't see him out.
Okay, we can we check on that? Make sure here. Ski, do me a favor, check on that. You're my guy
Yep,
here. Okay,
I'm looking right here. I don't see him on there.
okay. Either way, you know what I saw when this number popped up? You know what I did, Ski?
What's that?
I went.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
Hey,
Me
does
too.
anyone watch Golden Houston as a favorite? They're one in they're 1-6 as a favorite this year.
They're 1-6 against the spread. Period.
Exactly. Has anyone watched this team
Okay.
defend this year?
Okay. So Westbrook and Harden are in. Eric Gordon is out. I mean, big man. This might be consensus, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, look. I mean, I know that like Golden State's like they're basically playing a college team. As a college team, they have. I mean,
They just
Eric
beat Portland.
Pascal. Exactly. And I think when you have kids like this, and I don't know about you, but I watch a lot of college. I think a lot of the times kids like to seize the opportunity and they
There
want
you
to show
go.
that they're good players. And, I got to be honest with you, outside of Harden and Westbrook, I'm not in love with Houston. I think they're pieces, but a lot of those pieces haven't played particularly well. This team is a disaster on defense. I'll be real with you. I think this is a pretty high scoring game. But, I mean, is this just like 128, 108 or something? Like, I don't see I don't understand how. But do the Rockets just send a message tonight, like the Denver Nuggets did last night?
Rockets send a message.
Yeah,
Well,
did
you've
they
heard me
ever do
say.
that?
I said on the road. I said this: the Rockets don't deserve to be favored by more than 3. So I guess at home that'll make them. They don't deserve to be favored by more than 6, right? Like I don't really believe in the Rockets. I know Golden State is not that good, but what have Houston shown you to make you believe that they should be 16-point favorite versus anybody in the league? And looking at, I mean, granted, some of these stats right here, I mean, yeah, Steph Curry played like a couple games or whatever, but Warriors haven't looked good anyway. But last 5 game stats, Warriors win offensive rating, defensive rating, rebound percentage. And we know Houston's defense is not good. They're 29th over their last 5 games. Golden State is 28th. Looking at offenses for both, fifth and seventh. Houston's going to play the fast pace. I see points too, big man, and I think it's too many points that Houston is laying.
Yeah, I guess tonight, if like Houston wins by 20, I'll just say like, okay, well, cool. But like, I mean, has anyone watched this team defend? Like, it's pretty horrific, to be
It's been
honest.
that way for a while, and it's even worse now.
Yeah, awful. I'm not playing it, but if you're laying 16 with Houston, good luck. Good luck with that. All
I'll
right,
tell
Ski.
you, I have
Yeah.
gotten close to playing Pacers today, and I've gotten close to playing Golden State today, and I do agree with that overlook. I just wanted to throw those out there.
Okay. Interesting. What'd you say? Say it again. You cut out a little bit.
I um I was close to playing the Pacers. I was close to playing Golden State, and I do agree and like that over for Golden State and Houston.
Yeah, I wouldn't be off on any of them either. Bulls and Hawks. I know we don't lay points at the Bulls on the road, but something smells in this game. I don't really have much reason to take the Bulls here, but this line doesn't make any sense. I think the Hawks are going to struggle without John Collins defensively. We talked about that last night. Um, Trey Young's not on a minutes restriction, but this line kind of says that he might be. And just because they say he's not on one doesn't mean he won't be. I don't trust it. I actually like the Bulls here. I think they win the game. I'm looking past this line.
I'm not looking at. I mean, I'm not betting the Bulls to do anything to win anything. 1 point is basically asking the Bulls to win on the road, and I'm not doing it. If I put my money on anybody, it's going to be the Atlanta side. Looking at the last 5 games, even a banged up Atlanta. I mean, they were missing Trey Young, missing. I mean, they're missing Collins now. They win everything: defensive rating, rebound percentage. Granted, Chicago's offense has been a little bit better. I do think we see points in this game, just because without Collins, it's a little less defense, just as it is points. And we know Trey Young is going to continue to put up the points. So I would lean towards Atlanta and the over.
Yeah, I'm off. I don't agree with this one. But you know how I bet. This doesn't make sense to me. I know when listen, the public fucking love Trey Young. They love Atlanta for some reason, and they haven't really caught up with the fact that Collins is out. Bulls win this game.
I hear you. It's not a play I love, but I'm not betting the Bulls to do anything. I'm sorry.
All right, hey, I don't disagree with you. The only game that I've personally bet is the New York Knicks. So I'll just give you my opinion. Ski, talk to me about the Magic. This team is really. I, I'm 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 at a loss for words with the Magic because like they're 7 games into the season, they still haven't scored 100 points yet. I mean, what the fuck?
They
Uh,
stink.
yeah, they do. Dallas is the most efficient team in the league. They're the best half court offense in the league. But, and this is a big but, Ski. I'll tell you what I'm doing here. I'm taking Orlando.
The
Small.
line screams Orlando to me.
Small. I'm not taking them crazy. I'm taking them small. And I'll tell you why. Because nobody thinks they can score. I think they get to 100 tonight. And I'll tell you another thing. Who's been killing teams this year for the Mavs? Give me his name.
Zingis, Luke, Doncic, Porzingis.
You know what Luka shot last year against the Magic? 11 for 31. Not good. Give me Isaac. Give me Gordon. Give me the Magic.
I mean, when I look at the line actually, I mean, it makes me interested in the Magic. Um, Coming on the back to back though, it's tough for me to lay that just because I mean I think they could get tired in the second half. Your legs get tired after back to back games. If I'm looking at Orlando, I kind of would want to look in the first half, but then again, Dallas has been great in the first half, so I don't want to do that either. It's kind of a stay away for me in this game. But I mean, when I look at the line, I want to go Orlando or pass. Um, it's either going to be Dallas is going to be scoring like crazy, and maybe Orlando's defense doesn't show up, or maybe Orlando's defense does show up and Dallas is poor on defense, and maybe Orlando finally can put up some points, and that's
That's the
kind of what you're
thing.
leaning towards.
I'm kind of hoping that this is kind of a back and forth game. Tempo sped up a little bit. I mean, you have to realize eventually the Magic are going to figure out how to score. Like, they're an NBA team. And it's not that they're like just horrible. They're just not making shots. Like, they just are unlucky a lot of the time.
I don't know. People say that every single game, and it just continues to be the same thing. So
Yeah, but Ski, I don't give a shit if they win. I just want them to hang around.
I hear you. This is the
Like,
kind of spot you want the Magic in. Plus, what 6.5 points, 6 points? I mean, it looks appealing.
yeah, I'm gonna think the game's close, and I'm gonna think that we say at the end of the night, damn, Orlando put up a nice effort tonight. Finally, how about that? How about that? You know what they say.
How about
Uh,
that?
yeah, Pat Perez. I'll take my chances with the Mavs on 2 days rest. Listen, rest doesn't matter this time of year. We're 7 games into the season. Nobody cares about rest. The fact that listen, by the way, the fact that Kawhi Leonard's resting tonight for the second time is fucking
Such an
laughable.
asshole.
What a joke. What a complete joke. I mean, that is disgraceful. It's the second time. Who are you, Buster Posey? Buster
And it
Posey
is
does this in the MLB. He's
national
not every.
TV too.
What's that again?
It is on national TV too. They
Of
said they
course
weren't
it
going to
is.
rest on national TV.
And I wonder if the Clippers will give money back to everybody that comes to the game that wants to watch fucking Kawhi Leonard. Fucking hacks. Get out of here, man. I don't care about back to back. Stop talking about back to backs. And yes, it is. Orlando's playing a back to back, Zako Mu. They're playing back to back. I don't care about back to backs. Until like December 1st, I don't care about back to backs. Please stop mentioning them to me. Do you care about back to backs 7 games in? Because I don't.
I take it into slight consideration. I'm not going to just overlook it.
Good. I am. So good luck with Orlando, all the betting public. Good luck with that. Uh, next one, Ski. We have Minnesota and Memphis. This is again another interesting game. Minnesota laying 4. Total is 225.5. Towns back, which is good news. Ski, the Grizzlies, not a lot to like about this team. They're awful defensively. They don't protect anything at the rim. In fact, they're allowing, I think, the third most shots in the league at the rim. Karl Towns should have a huge game here. I don't see anyone on this team that can stop Towns. Valanciunas is too fucking slow. I just don't think anyone's. He's a good prop guy tonight. Should be a lot of transition in this game. No Jeff Teague, though. I don't have much in this game. I think Towns is a big game, though.
Yeah, I could see Towns having a big game, especially first game back. I never believe in betting Minnesota on the road ever. Not a good road team, in my opinion. Much better at home. And Grizzlies, I mean, you said nothing to like about them. I hear you, but there's one thing to like about them. The first half just keeps cashing. So if you like
Really?
the Grizzlies, you like the first half. And it didn't cash. I don't think the last game or one of these games, they were missing Jaren Jackson, but he's back in the lineup, I believe, tonight. So if you like Memphis, you like the first half. I wouldn't endorse the play on Minnesota just because I don't believe in them on the road. But I think Karl Anthony Towns has a big game, like you said, and two of the faster playing teams in the league, both top 10 pace. Um, their offenses haven't particularly been good though, but and defenses are mediocre. But I mean, they're going to play fast. I don't have a strong feel on this game. If I was playing something, it probably would be trying to back Memphis on the first half.
The only thing good about Memphis is what you just said and the fact that John Morant's on the team. John Morant's
There
a
you go.
star. He's terrific. But I think they're going to have a lot of trouble tonight against Karl Towns. But no Teague. That hurts. Teague, by the way, Teague is a horrific defender. Like, horrific.
He is.
I remember that first game against D'Angelo Russell. He got fucking raped. Dude,
I feel like
raped.
I've seen that a few times with T.
He's terrible. He is so bad. He's like me defending. Like, he's that bad. Like, by the way, Damian Lillard has never had a rest DMP game in his career. That's because he's a fucking man and he has to play. He doesn't have to get nights off. Listen, P. Perez, I want to call you out for a second. I'm not calling you out badly. I want you to explain to me what you like. Why do you take back-to-backs into consideration 7 games into the season? I want to hear your opinion. Ski, why do you like? What do you realize? It doesn't mean anything, right?
I mean, it means
These are
something.
These are the
depending on
best
the type of
athletes in the
game they
world,
played,
Ski.
depending on the type of game they played, and I mean, your legs are going to get a little bit tired depending on that game, and just maybe mentally the game took an effect on you, how you lost the game. I mean, looking at the Bulls, they had the lead majority of the game and then just gave it up. The crowd is booing them on their home floor. They just look lethargic. They have no life. I don't really expect much from that team the next game. So I don't know. Some games I do, some games I don't.
Yeah, I would love to hear why people think it matters. I mean, these are the best athletes in the world. By the way, Ski, I just got a text from a girl. She's saying that your eyes and that blue shirt match really well. So, uh,
Oh well, thank you.
well, I appreciate that. Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you. No, I know who she is. She's a nice follower of mine, but she's saying that the blue looks good on me. I guess it's my eyes, as they say. Ski,
There you go.
you still have that broken headset, I see. Uh,
Oh yeah, back at it again with the broken headset.
Time to go to Amazon and get a new one, pal. All right.
Yeah, I guess I need to order because I won't have time to go to the store.
Yeah, yeah. No, ordering's the best. I love ordering. All right, let's get into the final couple of games here. The Philadelphia 76ers are 2-point underdogs against the Utah Jazz. I don't understand this one either. This is a game where I think we just have to kind of take the better team. And right now, the Utah Jazz just aren't playing very well. I mean, they're turning the ball over too much. I have some major questions about certain players here. Sixers off a loss. Sixers are terrific defensively. I think the one concern I always have with the Sixers is, are they not going to turn the ball over? And can they shoot the ball well enough? Because Ben Simmons continues to be the same player he was last year. And as I said today, um, I mean, what is Ben Simmons' ceiling at the end of the day? Because, like, it's all well and good to win 55 games, and that's great. But when you get to the playoffs, Ben Simmons is a liability on offense for the most part, especially late in games. But in this
I
game,
agree because he shrinks the floor.
exactly. And they don't have JJ Redick anymore. They don't have like that pick and pop shooter. I mean, they just don't. Embiid's back in this game. If you look at the history, Embiid is pretty much destroyed Gobert. I mean, Gobert is a good defender. He's a good pick and roll defender, but
He's soft.
he is. And that's my concern here. I like Gobert. Seems like a nice guy, pretty good defender against, slow, older guys and stuff. But as you said, he's a French softy. That's what he is. He's a soft cat. You can beat him up down low. Joel will take him. And this is where, for me, like a player having some rest, I don't think it's a bad thing because Joel is a guy that gets injured constantly. I think the Sixers win this game. I'm surprised they're an underdog here.
I have to kind of agree with you. The one thing I don't like is just playing against Utah at home. But I mean, you have to think Utah hasn't really put it together yet. Um, Mike Conley's still trying to figure it out. You got Rudy Gobert over there bitching and complaining about getting the ball like he can actually score. And I don't know. We just have to see what Utah's going to be. I don't think they're there yet. And Philadelphia, I mean, they're a better team for sure. And I mean, they've been playing like it to start the year. Looking at the last 5 games, offensive rating, rebound percentage, they win for sure. Jazz do have that great defense, but Philadelphia has a good defense as well. The only thing, big man, that gives me a little bit of caution with Philadelphia, they score a lot of points in the paint. Utah, they don't allow a lot of points in the paint. So where are the points going to come from? Philadelphia doesn't shoot that well from 3 point line, and Utah defends 3 point line pretty well as well. So it's kind of tough just seeing where the points
I
come
got to
from
tell
for the
you,
Sixers. Then
it wouldn't surprise me. First team to 100 wins this game. Like that's how I think it is. I think the under. I think sharp. I think the under is a sharp play. I think this is a typical. You remember? I mean, Ski, how old are you, by the way?
27.
Okay, you're a couple years younger than me, but do you remember back in the '90s when the Bulls were winning? They played the Jazz in those series 95, 96, 97, that area. Every game was like 95, 92. I think that's what this kind of game is. I think it's a knockdown, drag out affair. I think both teams can defend their asses off. I think the difference is Embiid in this game. I really do. I think the concern also with Utah is Richardson and Simmons. One thing about Simmons, I will say, defensively, he's looked a lot better this year. I think he looks real good on that side of the ball. I think Horford and Embiid are the difference in this game.
Yeah, and one thing else that will support maybe the total. I mean, Philadelphia without Embiid, they had to do a little bit more running to get their points and just playing in transition. And now they can get a little bit more in the half court, so that leans more towards running some of the clock and towards the under with
Yeah.
Embiid.
I mean, one other thing, a good call by one of the chat guys here. Ed Davis not playing tonight. That's kind of a big loss. Pretty good rebounder, Ed Davis, for Utah. So that's kind of a loss. At Philadelphia, very good rebounding team. So yeah, I like the Sixers here. Kind of sounds like a consensus here, Ski.
Yeah, so far, sounds like Sixers, Golden State, or Pacers.
I say Sixers. Let's just bet on a good team. At least we get a good team at the end of the day.
That's true.
Sixers plus
We still got
two.
one more game, but yeah, that sounds like it right so far.
Well, I'll tell you right now, this last game I couldn't give a fucking shit about. Uh, Listen, I think it's pretty clear without Kawhi Leonard, I mean, and no Paul George. We saw what the Clippers were without Kawhi. Remember last week he didn't play.
I don't think
Couldn't.
they really cared that game.
So what do they care in this game?
That's true. Could be a good point.
I mean, who the hell's going to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo? Because again, I mean, isn't Kawhi Leonard like the best defender they have?
Yeah, but you could play team defense against him. I mean, look at what the Celtics. I mean, the Celtics were okay for one game. They weren't good the
Can you
series.
though?
I
Because
mean, the
like,
Raptors. Not. I didn't mean the Celtics. The Raptors. They just pretty much shut the paint down.
I
All
don't
you have
know.
to do is play team defense.
Yeah, but against the Jazz last week without Kawhi, Conley and Mitchell killed them.
So I'll tell you this: my
I
stats
don't.
they scream the Bucks. But what I don't like is now that the line is all the way to 6, it kind of just feels like trappy. Like the Clippers can maybe cover 6. I think we get points in this game. I think with Lowell in the starting lineup, he likes to play faster. He gets a lot of foul calls. Bucks play fast. I think we'll see a lot of points in this game.
Yeah, no, I actually don't hate that play to be honest. Again, not a game I'll be betting on. Ski, let's go consensus. Let's go Sixers. Again, it does suck that the fucking whole world's on the Sixers, but
I
I
feel
think
like
the
everybody's
under.
on the Jazz.
Do you? I think the under has some value too. I think this is a 98-94 type of game. I think this is a good old school defensive battle.
Well, you know what? The market agrees with the under, and you know what? I'm seeing majority of tickets are on the Sixers.
Yeah, that's a concern. I got to tell you, this might be a spot for me to get involved later on and under. I'm not really in a hurry to bet this game just because, I think again I've capped it. I think it's a low scoring game. Anything above 207, I have some interest in here.
Let me ask you one question. So you said at least we could bet on a good team, right?
Yeah.
How about at least we bet against a bad team? I think the Rockets are bad. I don't think they're this good. 16 points.
Yeah, but that's my thing. Then why are they 16-point favorites?
I mean, because everybody's gonna look at Golden State like they
How about
should
we?
be. Everybody
Hey,
thinks
listen,
Rockets are good.
how about we just do two?
We do too. No, we could do one. We just keep it simple. I mean, I like Philadelphia. I'm just asking the question.
I think Golden State's next best though.
I'm
So
probably gonna play Golden State myself, honestly. Does
yeah,
that game start soon? Yeah, it starts soon. I'm
I
probably
mean, let
gonna
me
play it
just let
anyway.
me just put this out there. The fucking Rockets gave up 158 points to the fucking Wizards. Jesus Christ, man. All right. We're out of here. You all enjoy your night. Ski, anything to leave us with? Where can we find you and your plays?
Oh yeah, definitely. You can find me on Twitter at Ski Profit, and you can find my work at Wager Talk. And great rocking with you, big man. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, always good talking to you, Ski. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us here. It's always fun to have all of you here. Always.
Internet better today.
What's that? Oh, the internet's way better today. Good call, Ski. You all have a great night, whether you're watching basketball, college, NBA, whatever. Enjoy it. Ski, I'm done with shows today. This is my third one. I'm going to go eat something. You have a good night. I'll catch all of you later. Thanks, Ski. We'll see you tomorrow.
Later.